comparing myself to other people, that didn't get me anywhere but upset. I'm just so selfish nowadays. What do I need to do to get to where I need to be? And that's what self-esteem is, by the way. I'm gonna fix this problem right now. What are you doing but hurting your own feelings? Nobody's gonna come save you. I can't talk to y'all no more. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is EG and I am so glad that you stopped by. This is what we're doing today. We're getting cute, we're getting ready, and we're chit-chatting. I finished recording the video and I can tell you, this video is a little bit all over the place, but I think we hit some good talking points. And so if you like chit chat, get ready with me, I would recommend that you stick around and watch this video. We're gonna be doing some makeup, we're gonna be talking, getting to know each other a little bit more. If you guys wanna know how I achieve this look, you just keep watching. So as you guys can see by the title, today we're doing a get ready with me. Somebody actually took the time out of their day to let me know that that is something that they would like to see from me. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, somebody took the time out of their day to let me know that that is what they would like to see from me. So I'm going to deliver. Today's a little get ready with me while we talk about life. I think I mentioned in the last video that it is actually my birthday month. It is September 22nd right now, so it's actually 3 days from my birthday. My birthday is September 25th. I'm gonna be turning 27 this year. Technically, like, I am 27, it's 3 days away. And honestly, I don't know how I got here. I don't know when all of a sudden I turned 27 years old. Like, that is so serious. That is so grown and old. But anyway, oh, I guess I should tell you guys what I use. I use the Morphe eyebrow pencil, definer brow pencil. Which one is this one? I use two different ones. This is the big one. I don't usually use this on a regular basis. I usually will use this if I'm doing a full face of makeup, just because the pencil, hold on. Just because the pencil is a little bit thicker. Also, like, my makeup routine, I don't even really know it for real. Cause like, I stopped doing makeup for multiple reasons. I used to really love doing my makeup actually, but I stopped doing it as much for multiple reasons. One of which was that, like, when I started doing makeup and I was doing my makeup every single day, the whole doing my makeup every single day was definitely out of like insecurity and trying to hide my acne and trying to hide my scars and all that good stuff. And I feel like as I found more confidence and more self-esteem, that just wasn't a thing that I needed anymore, to be wearing makeup every single day. Plus, I then was on this journey to, ooh, I'm out of frame. I then went on this journey to like clear my skin up, which I'm still on. You guys know by now, I feel like I've said it enough times that you guys know that I'm on isotretinoin. My face is like so much clearer than it's literally ever been. And now that I've gotten laser hair removal, I've gotten rid of all the hair on my face. So like, makeup application is so much nicer now. And I don't know, I'm slowly falling back in love with doing my makeup. And so this video, I'm kind of going to figure out like what my new like every day, but not really every day, but more like just when I'm trying to look cute and like when I need to record a video type of makeup, how that's gonna look like. So I'm starting with my eyebrows. I'm definitely gonna go back over it. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm so out of frame. So I want to touch upon turning 27, what that's like for me, turning 27 in 2023 and all that entails, right? Because I feel like I've definitely been that girl. I have been that girl who like compared herself to other people. I have definitely been that girl who thought like, oh my God, I'm so behind in life. But I've definitely had like a shift of mindset where it's like, let's start doing this. This is my primer. I use the Milk primer that everybody loves. It's because it's actually great, so I use that. But hands are clean, by the way. Face is clean. Everything is clean. Don't worry about me. Basically, I've just definitely been that girl that compared herself to other people and compared her life to other people. And I remember seeing like everybody from my class, like everybody was graduating and everybody like's been getting married and everybody's just getting, you know, having kids and stuff. And I have felt like in the past, like I was the one who was like completely behind. I have struggled for a bit to figure out like what I want to do with my life. The whole like gaining self-awareness, going to therapy and all that good stuff, like trying to figure out what would make me happy and what path I wanted to follow was definitely a very big reason why that is something that I started to do. This is the foundation that I got. Remember I told you guys that I got new foundation. This is what I got in the shade Maria. Can y'all see that at all? Maria. I have definitely been the girl who was like, what's going on? Everybody's moving forward in their lives and I am still exactly where I have been for forever. I graduated high school in 2014 and lots of shit has gone down since then. And you know, I have had to start over in school and all that good stuff. I feel like I'm a different person now. I feel like I definitely don't compare myself to others as much. I think I've gotten to a point in life where I definitely kind of understand that like there's no such thing as being behind in life. You know what I mean? Like you only have your life to live. You're not living anybody else's life. You're not responsible for anybody else and their happiness. You're only responsible for your own. And so that really should be your only focus. So at 27 today, where am I, right? Well, first and foremost, my mom has moved in. I told you guys this last vlog. If you guys haven't seen the last vlog, I suggest that you go watch it just because it was kind of like a big cause of like, I also feel like I look crazy and I feel like this video is kind of crazy. I'm so sorry. I kind of left the talking points behind and I'm just kind of ranting. But if you saw last week's video, again, if you haven't seen it, I suggest that you go watch it so you could get a little bit of context. But you guys kind of know how much anxiety that was giving me, my mom moving in and all that good stuff. But honestly, it has been going a lot better than I thought it was going to be, which is usually the case. I feel like I look super yellow on here, but please do not worry. But I feel like it was a lot worse in my mind than it actually was in real life. Take a damp beauty blender to blend. But yeah, things have been so much better than I could have anticipated. It has now been like 3 weeks, I think, and things are going really, really well. I can tell that she's really making an effort to like better our relationship because, you know, I told you guys that our relationship is quite complex and complicated, and I feel like I can really, really see that she's trying really hard, which makes me want to try really hard. I told you guys that my mom is like my biggest trigger in life. I feel like I should have concealed these little spots right here to hide under the foundation, but it's all right. This is the concealer that I use. This is the NARS concealer, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel. But yeah, I feel like, you know, this is kind of like the last stretch, you know, of kind of me still being kind of close to home because I'm graduating, you guys know. And I just don't know where life is going to take me, you know what I mean? And I feel like I can tell that before then, she wants to make sure that our relationship is, you know, in the best place it could be, and I really, really appreciate that. So that's been really, really great. She's like fully taking care of me. She feeds me and everything, which is not something I've had in a minute. Like the only time I usually have that is when I go home to visit. If you guys haven't seen the vlog from last week, I really think you should go watch it because I think it's gonna give you a lot of context about what I'm talking about today. But I told you guys before, I've been living by myself since I was 17. So I've had to feed myself and do everything for myself since then. Well, everything that's like, you know, living your day-to-day life. I still definitely have a lot of support from my parents, but like, you know, every day I've just kind of had to do all these things by myself. And so now it's really nice to be taken care of, like literally every single day. Every day I come home from class. Okay, so every day I come home from class and there's food and like that's, oof. I do not like to cook. I think I've said this many, many times. I don't like to have to figure out what I'm gonna eat every day. What's going on? Yeah, I don't like having to figure out what I'm gonna eat every day. So the fact that like my mom is here and she takes that job away from me, love that. I also told you guys that I was gonna book an appointment with my therapist, which I didn't do. I feel like I was able to kind of process and deal with how I was feeling at that time, like 2-3 weeks ago. I was able to process that all by myself. I have yet to do all the readings. I'm so sorry about that, but I have yet to do all the readings about like, you know, my coverage and all that good stuff. But I do feel like I'm good though. Like I'm not worried about it anymore. We're literally cohabitating so well. So that's not a thing I'm worried about anymore. I wanted to talk to you guys about graduation and like being in college at 27. So it's taken me some time to figure out what I wanted to do. I've taken breaks throughout my academic life. There's a point where I stopped going to school for a little bit and then I started back up. I have kind of you know, been trying to figure out what it is that I want to do with my life, and I feel like now I have that figured out. And so, damn, I'm out of focus and everything. But I feel like now I have that figured out. I'm finally in something that I really, truly enjoy. Like, if you know, you know, like my cousin knows, every time I leave my public relations class, I call her and I'm like, oh my God, I freaking love this. So I'm so glad that, you know, I had to go through all the things that I went through to finally get to this point. Like, I am still a college student in 27. I'm still getting my bachelor's degree, and like I said, that was definitely something that I was ashamed of for a really long time. But you know, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't change anything. There are some things that I would change, but I feel like to be at this place that I'm at today, where I feel so secure, like I know who I am. You guys know that video, the Zoe Saldana video. I know who I am. I like who I am. I like what I do, and I like how I do what I do. And I feel that so much. And if I'm being honest with you guys, that hasn't always been the case. Like, I've definitely been hella freaking confused in life, and I'm definitely like had super low self-esteem at some point, where like I was settling for a lot in my life. And I'm so happy to no longer be in that place. How I feel about myself and the way that my self-esteem is right now, like I'm no longer settling for less. Like, I feel like I'm not settling for anything less than what's gonna make me happy. And it hasn't always been that way. And so that's what I mean by like, I wouldn't give anything up. I would probably redo some things differently, but where I'm at in life, I'm so happy with that I wouldn't like change anything that's ever happened if I knew that this is where it was gonna get me. Do you get what I'm saying? So being in college at 27, it's interesting. You know, I'm in class with a bunch of like 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, like people who were born in the 2000s. But I'm not in college anymore for the college experience. I'm in college to get an education and get this degree and get the out. Like, I'm not trying to be friends with nobody. I'm not trying to go to any of the activities. I did that, been there, done that. Ooh, this is one of the new things that I got when I told you guys in the vlog, the Huda Beauty translucent powder. But ooh, I also got some puffs. I gotta go get them. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. I went to get my puffs that I got on Amazon for like, I think it was $6 for 6. But I am still in college at 27, and like it used to be something that I was very like embarrassed about. And honestly, take it from me, that got me absolutely nowhere. Comparing myself to other people, that didn't get me anywhere but upset. So if you're somebody that does that, let me tell you now, stop doing it. Why are you doing it? First and foremost, ask yourself why. Why are you doing it? Why does it matter at the end of the day? Like, why does it matter what everybody else got going on? If anything, if you're wondering what everybody else got going on, you got too much time on your hands, baby. You should start worrying about yourself. You know what I mean? Because nobody worried about you. Everybody's so concerned about what they got going on. That's what they're doing what they got going on. So comparison really is the thief of joy, and don't do that to yourself, is all I'm saying. I'm setting that. Hold on, you guys. I'm having a hard time multitasking right now. At this point, I'm just doing my makeup the way that I always have. This is also one of the new things that I got. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. And I'm basically done with my makeup, and I'm not nowhere near where all the things I wanted to talk about. I actually really like this. I've used this once before, and I really, really like it. I use this in the shade 3 Tan Doré. But I actually really like it. Anyway, I feel like I'm in college right now. That's my focus. But I feel like most people that are my age are either, I feel like they can be divided into 3/3. They're either masters. They're like concerned about their masters. They're either doing their masters, or they're finishing up their masters, or they're thinking about going to get their masters. There's another third of the people that are my age who are starting their families, and they're getting married, and they're having children. And then there's another third of people who I feel are just out enjoying their lives. You know, they're traveling and just like, you know, enjoying their hard-earned money, you know what I mean? And I'm out here in college, and it used to bother me, but honestly, I'm doing what I need to be doing to ensure that I can live the life that I want to live for myself. I'm about to contour. I'm not really about to contour. I'm about to bronze up a little bit. I'm using Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Powder Foundation in the shade Truffle. It's very old. Definitely should not be using this still, but watch me. I feel like I've just gotten to a point where like I'm too worried about me to be worried about everybody else. And I thank the Lord, because 2 years ago I went through a crazy quarter life crisis, which is what led me to therapy, what led me to this huge change in my life and gaining self-awareness and gaining more self-confidence, more self-esteem, all that good stuff. I'm gonna forever be an advocate of therapy. So you should give it a try, you guys. Therapy is 1000%, I said this in the video, the best thing I've ever done for myself. My relationships with other people are so much better because of it. My relationship with myself, which is the most important, is so much better because of it. And so I'm gonna always advocate for therapy. Speaking of relationships, my romantic life at 27 right now, non-existent. I am the most single I've ever been in 27 years of life. And that is 1000% tied to the whole self-esteem thing and this whole self-confidence thing. And don't even get me wrong, I am the biggest advocate as well. Not only am I an advocate to like mental health, therapy, and all that good stuff, I'm definitely an advocate of like the whole sex for fun situation, because I feel like if sex wasn't meant to be fun, then it wouldn't be as fun as it is. That's just not for me right now. That is not where I am at in life. It's not what I'm interested literally at all. I am not interested in putting my time or my energy into that. I'm just so selfish nowadays with my time and my energy that is not something I'm interested in. So like situationships, friends with benefits, that is not my thing. I've been single officially for like a year now. Yeah, it's been a year officially. It's been about 9 months since the last time I decided I was gonna talk to anybody, because I'm just not interested, like, especially considering that, you know, like I said before, I'm graduating this December. So it's like, I don't know where I'm gonna be. You guys know this by now. You should really go look at that video if you don't know this. What is the point of putting my energy into somebody where I don't even know where life is about to take me? Plus, like I said, I'm at a point in life where I want something serious or nothing at all. So it's like, if that's not what you have to offer me, then no thanks. I'm also at a point in my life where my standards are sky high. They're literally like, my standards are incredible. I do not want to deal with anybody who doesn't have any type of self-awareness. I have done too much of the work, and I have reached a level of self-awareness that is just so up there that I can't deal with somebody that hasn't done the exact same. If you haven't done the whole self-awareness type of thing, if you're still the type of person who's like, that's just how I am, if you're not the type of person who can be vulnerable, which, you know, in our generation nowadays, there's lots of people in my DMs, people that I ignore most of the time because they're not people that I feel like can offer me what it is that I'm looking for. So I just don't even really waste my time with that. I'm a little bit worried about when I am gonna go back onto the dating scene, whenever, you know, I settle down wherever it is that I'm meant to be in the next 4 months or 4 months from now. I am worried a little bit about that because people are so afraid of being vulnerable nowadays. People are so afraid of being judged and hurt, and they think that that's all people are looking to do, that it's like nobody's willing to work with you on a relationship. Nobody's willing to be vulnerable. Nobody's willing to open up. And I feel like I've passed that point in my life where it's like, oh, I'm so afraid of getting hurt that I'm never gonna let somebody inside, or I'm not inside. I'm never gonna let somebody in, and I'm never gonna be vulnerable. Like, I'm not there. You know what I mean? So if you're there, please don't approach me. Like, I'm not interested in that at all. I just really kind of know where it is that I am in life. My mom is on the phone in her room. I hope you guys can't hear her, but I'm almost done. I hope this video makes sense because I stepped out of the frame so many times. I think I'm gonna have to like rework. I don't know what that is, you guys. But I think I'm gonna have to rethink about this whole camera placement and stuff, and like how I do get ready with me, because I know that was so incredibly messy. Like, I didn't hit the points I wanted to hit the way that I wanted to hit them. I'm so sorry. This video is still gonna go up though, because I feel like it's very organic and I'm at this point just talking to y'all. Yeah, I just wanted to make this video about turning 27, because I know that that looks very, very different for a lot of us. And so I wanted to tell you guys what it looks like for me, just in case you're still kind of in that comparing culture. I wish you weren't, you know what I mean? And I hope that you're not. But at the end of the day, we are human, and sometimes that is something that we fall into, even though we don't like necessarily mean to. I'm about to put a little bit of eyeshadow. This is all fucked up and messed up, but this is my Tartelette Toasted palette from Tarte. I really love this. The good thing about it's so pretty. The mirror is fucked up. I've literally never used the mirror, but I love this palette. It smells so good. It smells delicious. I'm just gonna use my finger on this latte shade to, I'm sorry, it looks a mess, to put on my eyelids, just so that it's nice and even. Just using my finger. But bad things are going to continue to happen, you know, but there are so many little things in your life that are good and that you have to focus on. Like, sure, I'm still getting my degree at 27 and it sucks, you know, I could have had my degree 4 years ago, but it is what it is. What am I going to do? Dwell on that for the rest of my life? I know what it's like to dwell on it, and it didn't get me anywhere. It didn't get me any closer to finishing my degree. It didn't make me happy to have to just think about it constantly, about how I'm not where I want to be. So instead, I just decided to focus on what do I need to do to get to where I need to be. You know what I mean? It really is a mindset and like perspective type of conversation. Like, that's what you really need to be thinking about is, do you have the right mindset right now to be where it is that you want to be? And if you're not, what do you need to do? If you don't have that right mindset, what do you need to do to get there? You know what I mean? And you could, again, you can be the type of person who's like, I'm good with how I am, then good. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, you guys see me sitting here on YouTube. Obviously, I dream. My dreams are like, excuse me. This is from Smashbox. I've had this for years. You're not supposed to do that, y'all, but I do it. Yeah, it's really a mindset thing. I am the type of person, you guys see me sitting here on YouTube, so you guys know the type of dreams that I have are very unconventional, and the type of confidence and self-esteem that you need to have to make those dreams a reality is up there. And I felt like I wasn't up there, and then I did what I had to do to get up there. And now here I am sitting here doing a get ready with me, not feeling any type of like imposter syndrome, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've had my experience with life. I feel like I have some good things to say. It is your choice whether or not you want to watch or listen. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to. It's just there for you in case you want to. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, I feel like I had to gain the amount of self-esteem and the self-confidence that I needed to make those dreams a reality. And so I did that. I focused on that, and now we're here. We're at that point, you know? I like to do this because I have a lot of beauty marks. This is one, this is one, this is one. I have a lot. They're now hidden under this makeup, but I'm just gonna put them back on with my Stila eyeliner, which I really love. 1, 2, oh, there's another one. 3, I have one right here. 4, I know I have one on this side. 5. I don't usually do all of these, but since I've seen them, why not? Let me see if I can find my brown lip liner. That is like one of the last steps. He's calling me. I'm not seeing it. Like, it's ringing, but it didn't pop up. I don't know. Oh, I do have my brown lip liner right here. It's like I prepared. Oh, it's Yara. Sorry, y'all. I got a phone call. My phone is constantly on Do Not Disturb. I don't like when my phone rings. I feel like, why are you disrupting me? I don't know. I don't like being bothered. Not to say that like I'm being bothered, because my cousin called me and I love and adore her. It's just everybody that knows me knows you have to call me twice. If it's important, call me twice. If it's not important, don't even call me, because I'm not gonna answer the phone. Is it a little bit disrespectful to other people's time? I think some people say that sometimes. It's not, because as soon as I see that I missed your call, I'll call you back. It's just that, like, I don't like to be disrupted from what I'm doing, which is what happened when I was doing this and I had to stop recording to pick up the phone, right? Anyway, that's not what matters. What was I even talking about? Fuck. What was I talking about? That's what happens when you're not organized. Like we've established that I am unorganized. Anyway, I think I was saying how I had to get my self-esteem up there. I had to get my confidence up there, because you gotta be some type of delusional. You have to be delusional enough to think that you deserve 3 million subscribers on YouTube. You know what I mean? And that's what self-esteem is, by the way. There is a difference between self-esteem and self-confidence. Your confidence is your belief in your ability to do something. So you can be confident in your looks, and that is like your Mom! Confidence is your belief in your ability to do something. So if you're confident in your looks, it's like your belief in your ability to look good. Your self-esteem is how important you think you are. The value that you feel like you have, it's equivalent to your self-worth. You know what I mean? So you could be confident and have low self-esteem. We'll talk about that in a whole other video. I don't remember what I was talking about. Please don't hate me, you guys. Please don't hate me. I hope this video still ends up being a good video, because I feel like the things I want to talk about, I feel were good. But I wanted to do this video for anybody who might be struggling a little bit, even if you're a little bit younger than me, because like I said before, I went through my whole quarter life crisis exactly at 25. My mom had me at 25. When I turned 25, I was still in school. However, I was in a major that I hated. I remember like actually doing it every day and being like, oh my God, is this what the rest of my life is gonna look like? That is horrible. And then, you know, I got real anxious, and that literally took over my thoughts. And that is where a lot of like my quarter life crisis kind of came from. At 25, when I was turning 25, and I was talking to a friend of mine about it, and he was just like, start to figure out what you were gonna do for yourself. If you hate it, then why are you doing it? You know? And I had basically convinced myself that like, even if I hate it, most people don't love what they do. And that is true. And some people have to stick to things that they don't like, if that means, you know, being able to be financially, you know, independent and being able to like have like a livelihood. But I am not in that situation. I am definitely one of the lucky people who like, I can pursue something that I'm passionate about. And when we had that conversation, I was just like, you're absolutely right. Why am I doing this to myself? Why don't I think that I deserve to do something that's going to make me happy? And that is when I decided I'm going to go to therapy. I'm going to fix this problem right now. The problem, this thing that has me thinking that I have to stay miserable, I want to get rid of it. And that's what I did. We talked about the update with my mom. We talked about college. We talked about relationships a little bit. Let me know if you guys want my take on that a little bit more, because I have things to say. I be asking people all the time on Instagram what their thoughts and opinions are, and I like to share them because I like to see how differently people think from me, and I like to share them with other people, because at the end of the day, we're all dealing with each other. So I feel like it's kind of important for us to know how other people are thinking. So I think it's really important that we have these conversations, and I feel like as time goes by, like people are having these conversations less, which is so sad. If you were ever curious about what I do on my lips, this is it. This, I don't even remember what this is. Essence lip gloss, which also smells wonderful and sells for like $1 at Ulta. You definitely have to reapply every 30 minutes, but that is why I like to do what I do on Instagram with the whole like posting and sharing other people's thoughts and stuff about relationships and all that good stuff, because I think we have lost our way as a generation. Honestly, I feel like we could be doing so much better, but we just keep doing so much worse, you know? And I think at the end of the day, we all agree that we're not doing very well, but none of us are willing to have the conversations or are even willing to do what needs to be done for us to be doing better in that regard. So I like to share everybody's thoughts, the thoughts that I do receive, or the thoughts that I feel like make sense, so that, you know, you get to see how the people around you feel about certain topics. And so if you guys want me to talk about that, I will be more than happy to. Like relationships, human relationships in general is something that I'm very curious and honestly very passionate about. So I would be more than happy to talk about that some more. I don't have setting spray. I ran out of setting spray years ago, and I never went out and bought more. And I haven't had setting spray since then. But the one thing that is going to lift up your look more than anything, you guys, is lashes or mascara. I stopped wearing lashes because lashes are expensive as hell. And you guys already know my situation, so I don't feel the need to say it again. If you don't know my situation, you should go watch those other vlogs I've been talking about to find out. I do think I want to go get my lashes lifted because naturally I have very, very, very long lashes. I have very long and straight lashes, so it kind of makes it seem like I have smaller eyes than I do because my lashes kind of cover my eyes and they're super long. So I'm thinking I want to go get a lash lift, and I hear those last longer too because my retention for lashes is very, very bad. 2 weeks in and I don't have a single lash lift, which is sad as hell. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. Actual last step is I put a little tiny bit of eyebrow gel on my eyebrows. Like literally a little tiny bit. Because it helps the hair stay in place. I don't know what I look like for real. The viewfinder on this is so small, but on here in this mirror, your girl is cute. Okay. Anyway, that's the look, everybody. Let me know if you guys want a little bit more detailed look on this because I was obviously talking the whole time. I'm sure I didn't show you guys all of my process and all of the steps and all the products and all that good stuff. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know because I could talk, and that's what I was doing, which is why this video is a whole mess. But the one thing that I do want you guys to take out of this video is that honestly, when people say comparison is the thief of joy, they meant that shit. It is true. And so as difficult as it is and as much as it is easier said than done, I want you to actually think about where is comparison getting you for real, but absolutely nowhere. What are you doing but hurting your own feelings by comparing yourself to other people? You have one responsibility, and that is to live your life. Until you have children, obviously. But your responsibility is to live your life, to make sure that you stay healthy, to make sure that you stay happy, and to make sure that you get to wherever it is that you want to get to. That is your responsibility. Everybody else's life, everybody else's opinions, everybody else's goals and concerns, that's theirs to worry about. And not to say that, you know, you shouldn't be a generous person, you shouldn't care about people, and you shouldn't be an empathetic person. Absolutely you should. But at the end of the day, your happiness is your responsibility and your responsibility alone. So if you don't feel happy in life, nobody's gonna come save you. You gotta do what you need to do to make sure that you're in a place in life that you are happy with. You know what I mean? And again, I understand that I'm definitely one of these privileged people. I am able to take the time to figure out what it is that I want to do. I'm able to stop school for a little bit and figure that out. But there are definitely little things that you can do in life to ensure that you stay happy. So I want y'all to think about that. I wanted to share with you guys what 27 looks like for me. So in case you're not where you want to be in life, that's perfectly okay. You're not where you want to be in life right now. That doesn't mean that you're not eventually going to be at a place where you're happy and you are where you want to be. I know that I haven't accomplished everything that I want to accomplish at 27. I wish that, you know, I had a man. I'm single, you know. I wish that I had a degree. I wish that I was in the industry that I want to work in. I wish that I had already started working and started doing all of that. That sucks a little bit, but you know where I am at mentally, psychologically. I am exactly where I need to be. I am at a place where I never imagined that I could be. I'm definitely living an answered prayer because the amount of self-esteem, the amount of confidence, the amount of joy that I have in my life, I'm surrounded with people who love me. I'm surrounded with people who I love and adore. And I can't complain about that. You know what I mean? And I'm doing what it is that I need to do to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish and to know to get into that door in the industry that I want to be in life. And so that's the best that you can possibly do. That's all you can do. You know what I mean? Life is going to keep happening. Things are going to keep being thrown at you. And there's only so much that you can really control. So worry about the things that you can control, right? I'm sorry if this video was a bit of a mess. I think I got my message across. I really hope that I did. If I didn't, please let me know because this seemed like it was messy. If I didn't get my message across, let me know. I'll make a whole other video trying to get my message across. If there's anything that you guys want me to talk about in these chit chat get ready with me's, let me know. I'm definitely gonna do some more. And as we do more, you know, we're gonna get better at filming them because I feel like this one was all over the place. I feel like I was in frame, out of frame. I hope you guys can hear. I hope you guys heard everything that I had to say. But if that's not the case, you can let me know. We'll fix that along the way. We'll fix that together. Thank you so much for watching. This is again the the first time that I'm telling you guys this, but if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe. If you like this video at all or any of my other videos, make sure to leave me a like and make sure to let me know down in the comments. That really helps me out. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and let me know what you guys would like to hear from me. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you so very much, and I will see you guys. And guys, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put on some highlight. I literally already filmed the outro, but and I'm about to wash this off, but I want to show y'all exactly what I do. I haven't used this highlighter in a minute. This is Dior highlighter that I stole from my mother years ago. It's in the shade 001. Is it even highlight? I don't know what it is, but this is what I use sometimes as my highlighter. Oh, my mom's coming. Let's see her reaction. Quelle heure là? 5h58? Oui, c'est parce que j'ai pas pu commencer à l'heure parce que j'avais un problème avec la caméra. But I love highlight. I don't use highlight nearly as much as I would want to, and this is definitely not the one that I usually use, but I don't know where my actual highlight is. So we're gonna use this one for the purpose of this video. I didn't always use this brush. I used to use this brush for highlighter, which I loved actually. Okay, I can't talk to y'all no more. I told my mom to give me an hour. My hour has passed and now she's being loud. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. See you next week.